Hi everyone, my name's Leigh Dunkley and I'm the Financial Wellbeing Lead at Schroders Personal Wealth. This session will centre around why financial wellbeing is important, not only to individuals but to businesses globally, and why poor financial wellbeing can actually hold us back. Throughout the session, I'll be referencing Schroders Personal Wealth's inaugural Money and Mind report, which we recently published. Now, this is something that we're happy to share with you after the session. So the first place to start is with what is financial wellbeing. Now, it isn't as simple as talking about debt management or income shortfalls, although these are part of a much broader picture. For us, financial wellbeing is not about having the most money. It's about having enough money to enjoy the things in life that make us happy and spending that money accordingly. It's about feeling in control, having financial freedom, and prioritising what's important to each and every one of us. But why does it matter? So put simply, we believe that a person's financial well-being can impact their overall wellness. Now, this could be you, your family members, or your colleagues worrying about when to retire, how to maintain their lifestyles, how to protect their families, and these worries creating a negative impact. It could also be about how we all use money, with evidence suggesting that not spending in line with our values can impact on overall wellness. Now, we want to encourage more people across the world to engage with their finances and start to plan. Whether you do this on your own or with a professional, we believe that the underlying process is the same and there is support available. So why is it important to focus on financial wellbeing? Well, at Schroders Personal Wealth, we have developed a unique scoring system in collaboration with Lloyds Banking Group and Warwick Business School to calculate the individual financial health score of the nation. For the first time, we can reveal that the nation's financial health score has been calculated as 52 out of 100. Now, the score reveals that the majority of us are on top of our financial basics, which are the day-to-day running of household finances. And we're also on top of our borrowing and any debt that we've accrued. But worryingly, the score plummets when it comes to financial planning, which includes protecting against the unexpected and planning for the future. Now, there is a clear conflict between how people say they feel about their money and the true state of their finances. Individuals are leaving themselves worryingly exposed to financial shocks. A secure financial future is essential for the very best in financial well-being. Now, the majority of 2020 has presented financial challenges in some way, and most of it is taking its toll. Stress and finances are closely linked, with nearly half of UK adults feeling regularly or occasionally stressed or overwhelmed due to their financial situation. With the UK now firmly in recession, it's no surprise to learn that over 40% of workers are concerned about the variability of their income month to month. And these feelings could have long-term effects on their career, with over a quarter admitting that money worries impact their performance at work. While there has been much hardship reported throughout this year, the majority of households are showing resilience and managing to pay their bills on time, which is fantastic news. But it's important to acknowledge that financial well-being is individual, and the pandemic has affected people's finances in different ways, presenting different challenges. Where people are in their lives can also have an impact on how they view their finances. Now, stress levels about money management are the highest in the youngest generations. Worryingly, Generation Z and Millennials feel that their financial well-being is affecting their ability to do their job more so than any other age group. Positively, the current economic uncertainty has driven a quarter of 18 to 34-year-olds to become more focused on making a plan for their financial future. However, this is unknown territory for 14% who admit that they don't know how to get started. Now, unsurprisingly, Generation Z and Millennials have struggled the most when it comes to increasing their savings pots over the last 12 months. And nearly 2/3 have admitted that over the last year, they haven't always had enough savings to cover 3 months of essential spending. Now, confidence in being on track to have enough money for the future is the lowest in the age group of the 35 to 54. Stress levels about money matters are the highest in this group, with almost 60% admitting that they regularly or occasionally experience stress over their financial situation. This age group have the least confidence in being able to say that the way they manage their money means that they can enjoy life. Yet they're also the group that attaches the most significance to having money to spend on experiences with friends and family as a way of combating financial stress. Now, the goal of financial freedom, rather than the level of wealth, is closest to the hearts of the over 55s, with nearly 90% defining financial success as having the freedom to do what they want without worrying. Now, the cost of living in retirement is still a mystery for the over 55s, with over 40% of them admitting that they don't know how much money they will need to live comfortably when they quit the world of work. However, this drops significantly to just 24% amongst those who have a financial advisor. This indicates that increased financial support can provide better guidance to those who are uncertain about retirement planning. Setting the right goals can help enormously in securing a comfortable retirement. Now, as individuals, it is vital that we understand where we can go to get support. There are a wealth of organisations who can provide education, guidance, and advice around finances, and it is never too late to start the conversation. Many organisations, like ourselves, can also provide individuals with those tools, tips and tricks to support people in achieving their short, medium and longer term financial goals. There are also some great free resources online that you can access to support with your financial planning journey. And don't forget to reach out to your banks and lenders if you have questions or concerns about your day-to-day finances. Ultimately, financial well-being is only improved by the process of making a plan and reviewing a plan, understanding your priorities and being in control. At Schroders Personal Wealth, we recommend the following 6 steps for people to improve their financial well-being. So step 1, remember that it pays to talk. 16% of people say that they would keep financial concerns to themselves and not tell anyone. Yet we know that financial well-being is ultimately achieved when you feel confident, you have a clear understanding of what your financial priorities are. Once you have that awareness of your financial position, you should be able to identify any areas where you feel like change is needed and who you may need to seek support and guidance from. Step 2 is plan for the future. Now, the main benefit of financial planning is getting that real peace of mind through a detailed understanding of your finances now and then creating that future plan. When you have a clear financial plan, it gives you that path to work towards and gives you that sense of a stronger sense of financial stability. Some good first steps could include completing an income and expenditure analysis to understand what's coming in, what's going out, and what disposable income you may have left at the end of each month. You could also start to produce a life plan, which can be used to start to identify any big expenditures that you may have in the future, such as a new car, moving home, weddings, holidays, anything that is important to you that you may want to prioritise. Finally, knowledge is power. So do your research, ask questions and deepen your understanding. Step number 3 is seek guidance from a professional. Now, financial advice can go a long way to providing that peace of mind that you're addressing the needs of you and your family. Good financial planning is not just about solving problems, it's about working together with your advisor to help identify objectives and life goals, and then create a plan for your finances to help you achieve them. And this doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Many of us prioritise our health goals, and to do so, we make time each day to exercise and eat well. Now, to create a good financial plan, actually all you need is a couple of hours each year. So why don't we prioritise our financial well-being in the same way that we prioritise our physical and mental health? Step 4 is know the value of advice. Only a quarter of people would ever talk to a financial advisor if they had money worries. As I said, knowledge and understanding are so powerful, and studies show that taking financial advice can actually help wealth grow at a faster pace. Now again, this relates to taking that first step to normalising the conversation and starting to make a plan. Even if it is just to ask a question or gain peace of mind, advisors are here to support you. Step 5 is think big picture. Financial well-being cannot be looked at in isolation. Having a good level of financial well-being and feeling confident about your finances underpins all other strands of well-being. They go hand in hand. Now think about how your finances have an impact on other areas of your life. And don't limit your imagination when it comes to setting goals and making a plan. The idea is that this isn't a fixed element. Your finances will change over the years, and so be flexible and invest the time now. And finally, step 6 is tailor-make your well-being. Understanding what's important to you in your current situation are the cornerstones for creating a financial plan. Identifying the things in life that will bring you happiness and putting a plan in place to achieve them should be the end goal. This will often be things like experiences such as holidays and time spent on things that we truly care about, rather than material possessions, but everybody is different. So how can people access advice if they are struggling? Well, Schroders Personal Wealth are one company who can provide professional support and advice if people are struggling. However, there are also lots of other firms out there, so it's important that you find the right fit for you and your circumstances. Some financial advisors offer a complimentary financial health check, which is a great opportunity for them to understand your personal situation and whether or not financial advice is the right fit for you. Now, a good financial plan will take into account a person's family, their lifestyle, their career, their property, amongst other things, where they are now and where they want to be in the future. That is the start point. Then advisors make sure that the underlying products, things like savings, pensions, investments, that they're working hard towards meeting those aims. And where they aren't, adjustments can be made. Financial well-being is ultimately achieved when you feel confident. You feel comfortable to engage regularly with your finances, and you have the systems in place to plan for the things that are most important to you. Financial well-being is individual, and it will never be the same for any two people. You can create a better sense of financial well-being without necessarily needing more money. It centres around you, spending and giving money in alignment with your values and what makes you happy. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope that you found this session useful.